Hey y'all. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. What's good, y'all? So come on in, vibe with me and listen to the video and let me know what y'all think. Let me know y'all thoughts. Comment down below. So y'all, I'm not sure if y'all may have seen my channel look a little bit different. And the reason why is because I had mentioned this before on my previous video that my asthma be acting up. So anyway, my asthma been acting up so bad lately that it's affecting me. So if my channel or if my videos look a little bit different recently, that's the reason why. I'm trying to keep it under control, y'all. I had one of my viewers had gave me some tips and some advice on how to keep it under control. And I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you. So thank you. And but you know what? It's a reoccurring thing. Oh, I'm having trouble breathing, so I'm not sure if my mic can pick it up, but y'all, it's a reoccurring thing. So I will be perfectly fine. So I just wanted to let y'all know because I'm gonna try to update y'all with as much as I can, and I'm gonna try to pump out the videos when I can.
So Kendrick Lamar, a brilliant, ingenious artist. Drake, a brilliant, ingenious artist. But most people would acknowledge Kendrick as genius, but not Drake, right? Drake is commercially viable. He's a monster. He sells records. But is he as deep? Is
Well,
he
there's
as
a
deep?
genius to that, though.
Oh, come on, bro. You
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
my point is to get even further when
I'm
he
looking to
says,
be that kind of genius.
you look, this is why you and I get along because I loved you long before I met you. So here's the point that Drake is being indicted by Kendrick Lamar implicitly and explicitly. Not Like Us is a perfect anthem for the present president. For all those people who think it's so revolutionary, oh my God, Not Like Us, and they're dancing. Why do you think that song was so popular? I was at the Super Bowl when Kendrick Lamar performed on field, and the orange apparition was in was in the stands. And I didn't see a radical dissimilarity between that song and the theme of this man's presidency. You are not like us. You are, Somalian. You are Ethiopian. You are Eritrean. You are, Mexican. You are whatever. Fill in the blank. You are Haitian. And so to me, that very theme, forget the song is the song, whatever you think about it. But the notion itself is a Manichaean distinction, a big distinction, us versus them. And they're trying to de-black Drake, right? Oh, he's not really black because he grew up in Canada. I grew up in Compton. Bro, you're reducing blackness to Compton? When did you not know that black people fled America going to Canada, whether it's in Nova Scotia, parts of Toronto, to escape the iron tyranny of enslavement? And he ain't black. His daddy is black. He went to Memphis every summer. The Memphis Horns fill his music, the first albums Drake made. His grandmama babysat Aretha Franklin. And
Really?
his uncle is Larry Graham
Damn.
from Sly and the Family Stone. How much, what black card he got to show? Why does he have to continue to produce what it is? And at one point, on his album Damn, that won the Pulitzer Prize, I like to remind the acolytes, the apparatchiks of Mr. Lamar, that he says, I ain't black, don't call me black no more, because he was into black Hebrew stuff. And and Drake said, light skin, but still a dark N-word. So I'm saying, that's your God? So to me, yeah, that still exists. You're not as black as me. You're not as righteous as me. You are, what did he say? You're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. What other figure in black music has ever been called a colonizer? Because he experiments widely with music. All right. Remember when Paul Simon brought over those South Africans and introduced them to the world? Oh, Kendrick, who put you on tour first? Oh, it was a guy named Drake. So this inability to not only have gratitude for where you came from, but to understand blackness is far deeper and more exhaustive than any one nationality or race or people can make it. So that's my spiel on them.
Every summer. Even though it don't matter who his grandmother babysit. What the fuck
That
do
was
they got to do
that was
anything?
one
You
though.
know
That
how
was
many
one though.
slavers, how many slaves babysit future slavers? What the fuck would that have to do with who his grandmother babysit? Was he playing with Aretha Franklin as a baby or something?
It had to be his great grandmother. It wasn't his grandmother though.
I'm
They
saying
celebrate the
whichever it
frequent.
is, what the fuck do that got to do with somebody saying someone's appropriating culture, which is why
Gotta
somebody
add a
referenced him
little bit
as a
more.
culture vulture.
Trying to add a little bit more seasoning into it, though, man. You know what I'm
But
saying?
why get in front of them white people and lie?
I never heard that before, though. I never heard
Why
that
get
part
in
right
front of
there.
them white people and lie? Like you bringing up Larry Graham when it's Larry Graham had been on the record saying he don't know this nigga. Now
I think
that's not
Drake
to
said,
say he's not his uncle. I do think he comes from a lineage of black music royalty. But that don't have nothing to do with culture. He wasn't raised in that culture of that period.
you think the OVO sent the check over there, Michael?
No, I think Michael is a light-skinned nigga projecting.
Okay.
I think he's fighting the good old-fashioned light-skinned nigga battle versus blah, blah, blah. He tired of people calling them his house niggas. He been trying to prove probably his whole life he's black as the night. And because that's what he began arguing. I'm like, who the fuck said this nigga wasn't black? Don't get me wrong. I do think there's a population of social media online questioning his blackness. But again, that's people loosely picking
Yeah.
from something else. That ain't
I stay
what
out
the
of that combo.
center.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
go
not
in
what
that
the
combo.
center. That's not what the center of the nucleus is debating. We're saying you are going to all these different street urban cultures and emulating them. You go to Atlanta, you start talking like them, even though you never lived here. You wasn't raised here. You don't understand what's going on here. You're just articulating the way they talk, and that's fine for a pop musician. It's only bullshit trap when you start acting like you have rights to this.
I
I don't
always,
listen.
yeah,
I've been in Compton and Watts my whole life. I'm raised there, born and raised. I can't move to Queens and start appropriating the culture. It don't matter that I'm black.
I always said that we've never seen it before because nobody from the culture like a hip hop like if you from an area you represented that area you didn't go and try to sound like nowhere else but if you did try to do it, it wasn't accepted though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never accepted. I think he got away with it, like Palmer just said. Though he got away with it from being a foreigner. We never really focused a lot on him being from Canada. It was like he was just like open, like
He
we
was
never
a
really,
pop artist. He was the
yeah.
dude. It started off with this is the dude from Nickelodeon, the little TV show where they was grabbing on a man's butt and all that shit. He had commercials
Mm-hmm.
where he was grabbing on men's butt, and you just didn't take him as serious culturally. You just allowed him to make records. Even when Mr. Dyson is saying that, because it's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? We're not talking about him experimenting in music. We're talking about him experimenting in culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. So
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely I've listened to him talk before, so he's intelligent enough to
Yeah,
separate
I
what's
heard him
what.
talking a lot of times, though, man.
Yeah, he hella dope. So
I was
to
really
watch
surprised.
him not separate something on purpose is just fucked up. I just think it's a level of projection. I hate that you did that with the white men.
Yeah, I
You
was
went up
like,
there, had that black conversation with the white man. And I understand, rap music had a great moment in front of the whole public. But these conversations still should be resolved like they should be revolving around us. There's no way you should be having this type of conversation with them two white men. Why are you talking about blackness? First off, it's one thing to mislead them and disingenuously change the narrative of the conversation and making it about race when it's clearly about culture, which you're like a scholar, okay? You're smart enough to know this. Two, why would you have a conversation of racism with them two black men? I just don't understand why, Trap.
yeah, that was corny. I didn't like that.
Why?
I don't know what I'm telling you. I think it was a fishing moment again, though. I think it was a fishing moment again. He fell for the bait. You know what I'm saying? Because that white man he know where he wanted to go with it, and he went right along with it. He let him take him there. Then he gonna go there and try to paint Kendrick out as being. I always tell people in the clubhouse, they kept on saying, "Yo, y'all only doing that because he half white." No, we not. We never, any discussion I ever had in the room about anything, we never brought up his race, yo. We brought up that he wasn't cultured. That was it.
You don't think it's personal? You don't think it's about that, like that beige kind of, like that light skin shit where he, like, comrade? I realize a lot of the hip hop conversations that we have are really rooted in people kind of figuring out where they exist in hip hop.
Are they at the square table or are they at the cool table like that? You trying to say like that? That's what it is.
Well, if They feel like a lot of people feel like Drake is their actual entry into hip hop.
No, I hear what Glass is saying as far as that, because that's what I seen. I seen a lot of that going on throughout the battle. Like it was like I feel like when Drake came out, Drake did speak for a lot of people who feel like they ain't like all right. So hip hop always been a voice of the voiceless. You know what I'm saying from the jump when it came out, and I feel like a lot of people feel like they looked at Drake as being a voice for them. You know what I'm saying? The voice for them, whether it was them being the quiet person. You know what I'm saying? Whether them being the emotional person that was into their feelings or something like that, that didn't really, you know what I'm saying, speak too much on it. I think it was a lot to do with that. Hold on.
We have to do a much better job of explaining to everybody the difference with race and culture. There is really an entitlement to culture.
I agree. I feel like I feel like he's pushing that. I think Drake is pushing that more than people are actually. You know what I'm saying, pushing that on him, like as far as like being like a slack on him like that. We never did that. We never looked at him like that though. I mean, I remember when the battle first started happening, he went to a family reunion and took some pictures with a baby and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? To like show that he got
After the battle.
after the battle.
It was after the battle.
Yeah.
And look, we really got to have a deep conversation about race and culture because there's no way Dr. Dyson can't separate that in those lyrics of that song, bro. There's no way. He has to be purposely misleading those white folks. He has to be purposely misleading them white folks in that conversation. There's no way Dr. Dyson can't separate culture and race. There's no way. It's no way. I don't even think I should even be addressing it because it has to be purposely disingenuous. Like it has to be. How could it not be, bro? How could you mean when did he say you're not black? He's making fun of him trying to compete about being black. How many times, like how many more things do you have to do before you feel like you black enough? Like Drake went from this really clean cut kid to full out street shit. I mean, looking like the way the streets look.
Yo, I think that when it came to that Pusha T joint, I think the toughest was the fact they had got him in the blackface, man.
Man, and then they tried to make a bunch of excuses and reasons for that shit. And it's like,
That
we
was
didn't get mad because we understood he may not be informed on how we would feel about that. You think you gonna have Malcolm X? Excuse me. Imagine Denzel Washington had a photo shoot where he was blackface.
crazy.
Imagine Samuel Jackson had a picture where he's blackface. Imagine who the fuck black in here in America would take a picture in blackface.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think that was the wildest part of the whole. Like the song was wild, but then to find that picture was just wild, man. That shit fucked me up.
And you got a bunch of people that still fight this battle. Not a bunch, it's a handful of goofballs like Dr. Dyson. How do you explain him taking a picture in blackface? Shout out to every owl that's at the table. Y'all eating with us, so y'all gotta tell the truth or y'all get your punk ass beat up at the table.
Giving niggas wedges.
Who the fuck, black people, have you ever seen take a picture with blackface? That's here in America. Who is culturally aware that would take a picture in blackface?
I don't know.
Imagine Jay-Z had a picture in blackface.
Yeah, I gotta see who's screaming.
That'd have been crazy, man.
People keep talking about, oh, Pusha T won the battle because he revealed he had a son. Man, Pusha T, the way he did everything is why he won. He showed you how culturally clueless and how unsavory of a character that the golden boy was. Like, I didn't even know if that was real at first. I was like, there's no way that could be real that this nigga allowed these people to put that black ass makeup on their face. I
It
thought
was
it wasn't
real.
real.
It was real. It was for sure. I forgot the backstory that came from it or something like that. It was a friend of his clothing line or something like that, or some art. It was something that came. It came back with the backstory. It was a real picture. It was a
Travis,
real picture.
how the fuck?
I don't know.
What would somebody have to tell you to put
Mm, couldn't
black
tell
fruit
me
on your
anything.
face?
Couldn't tell me anything. I ain't doing shit. Come on, man. Come on, you ain't doing no shit. Ain't doing no shit like that. Nah, shit was weird. Shit was weird, man. Word.
The point is, it's not that his father is not a black man from America. We're not arguing that. We're not saying his father's lineage is not black. We're saying, and Kendrick is saying in the songs, Drake is culturally clueless when it comes to being this. He's been culturally clueless the whole time. It's not the fact, Dr. Dyson, that he goes around, right, and uses music. We're saying he goes around and does that to culture.
That is all, folks. So thank y'all so much for watching, for vibing with me, for rocking with the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video on your way out and also comment down below. Until next time.